Morning, take two. It is 8:58, the 23rd of September. Good morning to you. I have a eye situation. Like, I'm not sure what's happening here. We've got like weird bits and like it itched all night. So maybe I'm just coming down with something. Maybe I'll have the T virus. Who knows? Today's very interesting. Well, actually, the last couple of days has been very interesting to me because there's a lot of things just kind of hitting at the same time. The trajectory of things happen at the same time. I kind of wanted to open it up and talk about it today, and I thought I crushed it on the first take, but I'll keep doing this until it works. I just had an issue with audio. I think my mic cable is playing up. Ever since I've got this like new mic set up, the whole like cable thing I think is bust. Time for an upgrade. Anyway, today the futures market is launching. For people who don't know what this, BAKKT futures market specifically for BTC, for crypto, for Bitcoin. And a futures market is where people can kind of guess, as its basic thinking in my head, is where people can guess the price of where that commodity is going to be, either high or low. That's its basic nature. But what I also thought was really interesting to watch is how people and cryptos, different blockchains, have changed and been building over the last year. And what sparked me to dig deeper into all of this was somebody commented about everybody who gets into crypto or digital currency or cryptocurrencies in general should go through a bull and bear market. They should go through the highs and the lows of it so they can totally understand what it is. It's more than just the wallet, trading, hodling, using it to pay for coffee and $10,000 pizzas. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more self-reliance, self-governance, accountability, personal responsibility that goes into getting involved with a lot of these things, which can look a little bit Mad Max from the outside. So today, so far on the coin market cap, we're below 10,000. But I guess we'll start to see what happens. The markets, how they react halfway through the day when the big boys come online. America comes online. But the thing that interests me the most right now is that I saw a tweet from IBM that they've managed to achieve quantum supremacy on their 56 qubit quantum computer. This is Google, by the way. And they're saying that they could probably, well, they're saying they will by 2022, so 2 to 3 years from now, because we're pretty much halfway through this year, right? So like 2 years and a bit. They'll be able to make a 256-bit qubit machine, which should be able to break the cryptographic nature of the encryption of BTC, of Bitcoin, as far as I can understand, and do it like something that would normally take millennia to do can be done incredibly quickly. I don't know the timings of that stuff. I don't know if it's like quick or like minutes or hours, but it can be done. Whereas before, we didn't have the technology to be able to do that. So that opens up a bunch of questions to me about the new people investing in cryptocurrencies. Are they going to be put off by seeing this kind of noise of this content come up, that the encryptions of these things is going to be able to be broken by such machines? And who's going to get access to those machines? Like government tier, state level actors, somebody hacking in from the Netherlands and messing around with their Google qubit machine. It does concern me in the fact that we seem to have all of these journeys traveling in different realms, right? So we have like climate change accelerating, we have like quantum technology accelerating, homelessness. We have all these different areas like out of sync but just accelerating. So that kind of sits in the back of my mind, nags at me in terms of, all right, so investing in one of these projects, investing in Steam, for instance, putting a couple $100,000 into Steam, getting myself a position of like 500,000 Steam power, would that be under threat in 2 years' time because of these quantum technologies that are coming out. That's something that floats around in my head. But then also I think to myself, well, regardless of what happens on that score, between now and then, between now and they have this big, massive cryptographic number cruncher, effectively, we're going to see a generation of 14, 15, 16-year-olds who are already used to using cryptocurrency with, Fortnite, for instance, with V-Bucks, who are going to adopt digital cash just like that, right? There's already a lot of pushback elsewhere. I mean, I even saw this morning that, like, one of the oldest companies in the UK, Thomas Cook, like a flight agency, they've just gone bust. They've gone into receivership. They've shut down and left thousands of people. There's this weird kind of... It's almost like we're evolving. There seems to be people realizing that you just can't trust systems. And even though we're creating systems inside of systems, I'm starting to see people congregate together of the tribe they want to be around. Be it on intellect, be it on resources, be it on insights. And that's more interesting to me than having a bag of cryptocurrency, money. I would rather have the value of being present and know all this kind of knowledge that's going on. So we'll see what happens right now. I mean, Bakkt seems like a good shot in the arm for BTC right now after the last 12 months of just this like middle ground, middle out kind of cryptocurrency marketplace that we've had. I've seen incredible things happening on Steam over the last 12 months. People are just build. They're obsessed with it, which is great to see people obsessed about something. There's obviously been a lot of changes over there, which, good, bad, or indifferent. Change is good. I don't think you need to just put a hashtag to change your culture or behavior, but if that's what works for you, that's what works for you. But yeah, I'm very interested in about the link up of those things. The World Economic Forum put out this whole like skills tree that you should be doing by 2022, and I did a blog post about it the other day, because I'm kind of using that as a base for the video and the courses and the things that I learn about over the next couple of years, because I'm trying to align with that Economic Forum's ideals of where they think it will be. And it is very emotional intelligence, empathy, focused, critical thinking. And it makes me wonder if they're kind of got their own idea of where the futures market is going to be in terms of economics for the world in general, and what work we're going to be doing in 2 or 3 years' time. We've already got people, presidential candidates, in America saying, I think it's called the Yang Gang, are already saying like, all right, we're going to give every American citizen over a certain age, I think it's 18, $1,000 a month, because it's actually cheaper to do that than the situation they've got now, which I think would bolster economies, because people would just be like, right, I can pay my rent, I'm going to start that business I've always wanted to start. I truly believe that. I don't feel like everybody's just going to turn into this $1,000 a month cocaine fiend, although that could happen maybe between the months of December and January, just saying. So yeah, interesting times. I just wanted to quickly talk about it. I also wanted to use the strapline Back to the Future and Back to Life, BAKKT, just because it's a cool sounding tagline. I'd love to hear some feedback. What do you think about quantum encryption? Do you ever get concerned about all of that stuff in terms of the blockchain? Are you investing in things like Bakkt to work out what the price might be, the highs and the lows of it? Yeah, I'd love some feedback on that stuff, because that kind of nags in the back of my mind, All right, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.